Welcome to Kellyanne Cares, a one-of-a-kind show created to motivate, stimulate, educate, and inspire you, personally and professionally. Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm an entrepreneur, patient advocate, content creator, and author. You may know me from the Everything is Messy book, brand, and podcast. But what you may not know is how hard I had to work to get me to where I am today. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And in this season, I'm more driven and extremely passionate about my purpose to help you save the time, money, and energy it takes to be happier and get healthier with your mind, body, business, and life. Tune in every week to hear raw, unfiltered conversations from myself and my incredible guests as we discuss trending topics, share stories of resilience, and chat about all things health, wealth, healing, and wellness. Whether you're here to listen, learn, or laugh, I promise to bring awareness and add more value to your day. Take this time to relax and recharge. Listen, life is short. Invest in yourself. Be loud, be different, be you, and most importantly, enjoy the ride. Buckle up because today's podcast experience starts now. One more thing, sharing is caring. I would love your thoughts on today's episode. Head on over to Apple Podcasts to rate, review, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Want to continue the conversation? Let's connect online. You can find me at kellyannegorman.com and all my social links are in the show notes. Now let's get into today's show. Hello. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Kellyanne Cares podcast. I'm your host, as you may have heard, Kellyanne Gorman, and I am here to get you organized so that you can boost your productivity in your business and life today. I am currently sitting in my bed. I'm doing all of my end of month tasks. I literally just put out a video about it, so go check out my TikTok and YouTube. You can see what is actually happening in real time as I record this for you. I want to share what I do every first of the month, which is wrap up all of my end of month tasks. I want you to get a notebook or look at the timestamp of the show and start taking notes. I'm going to share everything, or you could just look at the video like I mentioned. I'm going to be sharing everything I use, my tips, my tricks, my tools, my strategies to close out my month, to be organized for the next, and then we're going to start talking about 2024. So if you have a small business, you want a small business, or you're just trying to get your shit together in life, this episode's for you, and I'm so glad that you're here. So Kellyanne Cares is a one-stop shop for personal growth, productivity, podcasting, and wellness. I do a lot. I love a lot. I'm obsessed with my work. I love my clients. And I tried to niche down, as you may have heard in the last episode. I don't know why. Maybe it was Mercury retrograde, but I've never been that type of girl. But I tried really hard to just put everything under the Kellyanne Cares umbrella under like wellness education. And it just didn't vibe with me. It didn't make sense. And that's the best part of being an entrepreneur is that you can change and you can elevate and you can pivot as many times as you want until things feel good and work well, right? So that's what I did. So I went back to my roots. I've been developing podcasts for 6 years now. I got burnt out. I took a break from my show. I took a break from writing, from producing, from developing, and now I'm in it to win it. I am developing 4 shows at the same time right now. So as you can hear, my voice is a little shot because I've been recording demos. I've been writing a lot. I woke up super early this morning to get my walk on, and it was pouring rain, thundering and lightning. So I'm still in bed. I'm recording this show for you. I am looking at all of my notes I have for you, and I'm going to have the most productive day ever. I sent an email out. Well, I'm about to send it out. I have it in drafts right now to my Kellyanne Cares community, to my personal newsletter, as well as my LinkedIn newsletter. So if you want to receive a copy of that, just head to kellyannecares.com. You can sign up and you'll get a freebie with it. It's a 10-step productivity and goal achieving guide I created through AI, by the way. If you're not using AI in your business, you are missing out. I'll have to do a whole nother episode on that. But speaking of AI, I do have a brand that you're going to be hearing from very, very soon, which I'm so excited to share with you. So next episode, I think will be the drop. So stay tuned. So let's just dive into what I'm currently staring at while I'm sitting here in my bed. I have like my little lap desk set up. I have notes in front of me. I have notes on the side of me. So every end of month, on the first of every month, I do my end of month tasks, which include my Excel spreadsheet that's completely customizable. I plug in all of my numbers. I'm talking social media. I'm talking podcast downloads, email subscriptions, books sold, passive income, money earned, like everything. by the way, this entire visual, like I said, is on TikTok and YouTube, so you can check it out. I titled it End of Month Task or something like that. You'll see. I plug in all of my numbers. I have a folder that sits on my desktop with the month. So it says August work. Everything I work on for the entire month gets dumped there. Then, like today, September 1st, I'm putting it in my clients' folders. I'm putting it in my folders. The next thing I do is I back my entire life up constantly using Backblaze, using my iCloud, as well as my external hard drive. I have things backed up everywhere because I've lost a lot of things previously and then somehow miraculously got them back. But I've also lost a lot of shit that I still don't have. And I know a lot of people that have lost complete hard drives, and that can never happen to me. I would lose my mind. So I have things backed up so many places. I highly suggest that you do that. My external drive, I think it was like $40 on Amazon. It's in my Amazon store. You'll have to scroll through all the business stuff because I uploaded it there like forever ago. I think it's like multiple terabytes. But Backblaze is what I use for my cloud, and I pay $7 a month, I think. And everything I'm sharing with you now, if you want to try any of these, you can just go to the tab. I'll put it in the show notes. But the tab on kellyannecares.com is discounts on brands I love. And I never talk about anything until I've actually tried it for 3 months. But everything I use now that I'm sharing with you for all my end of month stuff, I've been using this shit for years. So don't get it twisted. This stuff works. And I'm here to save you as much time, money, and energy as possible. So if I'm sharing all these things, just try them because I promise you it'll work. Okay, so Backblaze is my cloud. So that's constantly backing up every single day I'm on my laptop, but at the end of the month, I make sure everything is there. And then I put everything on my external hard drive. So once I organize it in my clients folders, and again, you'll see the visual on my TikTok and YouTube video, I put it in my clients folders, I put it in my folders, and then I'm backing it all up. And then when I'm done with all of that, I check out the storage on my computer because I have a lot of stuff that's sitting on my desktop that I can actually take off. So every first of the month, that's one of my tasks that I do. And then when I'm all done with the day, I back up my computer and I run every single security test possible on my laptop. And that takes a couple hours, and you cannot work when that's going because it makes everything so slow, and nobody has time and energy to waste on that. I know I don't. So I usually do that at the end of the night when I have a beer or a glass of wine in my hand, and I just let it run all night and it do its thing. And when I go to bed, then it's already done. Close it. Shop's closed. Something else I do is prepare, usually every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on what my schedule looks like, I'll prepare for my next week. And I am an old school notebook highlighter planner type of girl. So again, you'll see the visual in the video I just posted. But I prepare all of my content and my calendar and everything the week prior. I do not go to bed at night until I look at my next day. So I'm already prepared in my mind and my body, like how my day is going to go. I know how it needs to go, and that's how it's going to go. I don't need any hiccups, although those happen, but you can prevent them when you're nice and organized. So I always look at my planner before I go to bed. That's just like a religious thing I do in my PM routine, which I'll get into. But I always prepare for my next week, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Like always, always, always. I need to know where I need to be, like in my mind, because I have my hands in a lot of projects. And one day I like to write, one day I like to record, one day I like to produce, one day I like to take calls, and one day I don't like to talk to anybody. I need to regroup. I need to be with myself and my own thoughts, and I have to get inside a lot of different minds and heads and write for them. So I need a day off. So that's what I do. And lately I've been writing so much. So I'm like, okay, how is my schedule going to go? Like, am I still going to do calls like Monday through Thursday, 10 to 2? Do I want to go back to my original schedule? So I really need to figure that out this weekend, how I want that to look. But like, I can't just be available one day for coaching clients for my personal growth coaching programs or LinkedIn or podcasting or whatever, like on one day. Why am I losing my voice right now? I'm so sorry about that. Please hold. Let me take a little sip of my ice water, lemon, and chlorophyll water. I'm trying so hard to hydrate because I feel like yesterday I drank so much caffeinated green tea from Trader Joe's. It is my absolute favorite. But I drank too much and I consumed too much tea rather than like the gallon of water I usually consume. So today I need to like reboot my system. So it's the same thing with business and like your life. You just feel it. You feel like you need to pivot. You feel like you need to become more productive or get your shit together, just switch things up and then just go with it. Listen to what your body is telling you. For example, yesterday I did a sound bath with Susie. I talk about her all the time. She's coming back on the show sometime this fall. She goes by the Copper Vessel on Instagram, and she's a sound healer, and she's like the best that you can find. And she helped me start off my healing journey. And so I did a sound bath last night. I did a bunch of videos about it afterwards. And it was exactly what I needed for the full moon energy. And you're supposed to drink a lot of water after that, but I had tea, and I also forgot it was caffeinated. So I was up very late. And actually what I was doing was answering all the haters I now have on my castor oil videos. It's insane how much time people waste like leaving nasty comments. But my favorite thing to do is say thank you for your input, because it really pisses people off. But you're also boosting my video and getting it to more people who actually do give a shit about what I'm saying about castor oil. And all I simply was doing was just sharing like random side effects I got. That's very important. I've been a patient advocate since I was misdiagnosed, and since I was diagnosed with all these fucked up things that I never actually had. Since day one, I've been doing this. So like, don't come into my community and start spreading hate on my videos, because I will block your ass so fast in a positive and productive way. You know what I mean? Go watch my Instagram stories. You'll see exactly what I was talking about. And thank God for Miranda Priestley little gift, because I always say, that's all at the end, because it's like a big middle finger. So that's how I feel about that situation. But going back to my end of month tasks, I always do on the 1st. I feel like it's really important to preface this by saying you've got to find something that works best for you. I always give the example like getting organized. So my way of organization is probably not going to work for most people. So you need to find what works for you. So why I create this content and why I share this stuff with you is so that you can take pieces of what I'm saying and implement it into your own life and business and find ways to maneuver it so that you feel most comfortable, so that it actually does work in your everyday routine and life. But at the end of the day, I should say in the beginning of the day, you need to wake up earlier if you need to get shit done. You need to make yourself a priority if you want to help other people become the best versions of themselves, or take care of family members, or friends, or your children, or your business, or your clients, or your partners, whatever it is you need to do in your life. You need to become the best version of yourself and practice that daily so that you can be the best version for others. It's not going to work. So I'm saying wake up earlier. So if you want to start meditating or you need a workout and there's no time, you better be getting up earlier. I know for me, and this is not for everyone, I need to wake up at 4:30 or 5 so that I can do my best writing. I cannot produce a show at 8 o'clock at night. There's no way. It ends up sounding like shit. And I know that because I've done it. So I make sure that certain projects are done ahead of time. And if I have a very heavy workload like I had this week, I'm waking up earlier. And if it rains, I can't work out. So I'm doing my Pilates with my new friend Allie I found on TikTok. Like, those are things I'm doing to make me feel better so that I can do my best work for my clients and be the best friend for my friends. That's just how it goes. Like, that's how I feel. And that's what works in my world. So I wanted to share it with you because it might work for you. But you just find your own rhythm, your own way. Here's another example, working out. I need to work out in the morning. I cannot be a gym girl at night. I have so many friends that love hitting the gym at night. I will never be that girl. I want to be at happy hour. And then I want to be in bed watching something on TV or doing a meditation or a sound bath or reading a book or just chilling the hell out while you're working out on the treadmill at 9 o'clock at night. That's the difference between us. Like, that will never happen. I hate it. I like to be an early riser, and that's just how it is. And that's the best thing about life, is like everything is trial and error and you just figure out what works. In my 20s, did I go to the gym at 9 o'clock? Yeah, a couple times. And then I went to a club till 4 a.m., but I'm not 20 anymore. So this is what works now. By the way, speaking of being 20, last night I did a video about Timbaland, Nelly Furtado, and Justin Timberlake having a new song out. And I was like reminiscing where I was when their last song dropped, and I was in Panama living my best fucking life working on a cruise ship. And their new song dropped today, and it's really good, so go check it out. But it was just crazy, like reminiscing about that. And also I was delirious and over-caffeinated, so that was my evening. Anyway, going back with starting with you and morning routines and evening routines and habits. So every morning, again, I'm sharing what works for me. So just take pieces of this, or just listen, or figure out what works best for you. Every morning I meditate, I journal, I oil pull, I put my legs up on the wall and I do my sound bath, I walk, I hydrate, I read, and I do my Pilates. When I'm not doing Pilates, I'm reaching out to potential clients or colleagues or 3 new people that I need to catch up with or something like that. So I alternate. I know it's weird to alternate Pilates and reaching out, but that just works in my schedule. And my evening schedule is basically relaxing, turning everything off by 8. The last few days this week, just because my workload was really heavy, I kind of pushed it to like 10, sometimes 11. But that's not the norm. Like 8 o'clock, like lights off. I need my oil diffuser on. I need my pink Himalayan salt lamp on. I need my sound bath going, or I'm going to binge something on Netflix. I need a new book. Like I need to chill out. But the most important thing in order for me to chill out is my lighting. I cannot have a bright ass MRI fluorescent light happening in my aura. It's not acceptable. I need mid, like Zen Den type of lighting. And I have this app on my phone that changes the bulbs, so it's like amazing. I forget what it is, but it is on my Amazon store. My friend had given it to me for my birthday, and there's nothing like it. It's LED, and you just like control the lighting, like soft dim, like every color of the rainbow. Like it's amazing. That is my non-negotiable to unplug, is lighting. So the last thing I want to share with you is that if you're saying you don't have time to get things done in the morning, I highly suggest habit stacking. And I think I mentioned this on the last episode, and I forget the author that came up with this. I've been doing it forever, but here's an example. If you're oil pulling while you're in the shower, if you're doing a sound bath while your legs are on the wall, while you're listening to a podcast while you're doing Pilates, like basically it's multitasking, but you're doing them repetitively, so it's habit stacking. And I've been doing this for so long, and that's how I get a lot of things done in my morning routine, is because I do them together. It's like sharing is caring, you know? So that's my routine. That's what works for me. My morning, my evening, my habit stacking, and that allows me to have more time off. It allows me to have breaks. It allows me to be more sane. It allows me to create a schedule that works best with me and keeps my mind where it needs to be. If you want to read more books or listen to more positive, uplifting podcasts, or, just find something that works for you, listening to a podcast when you walk, that's also habit stacking. If I'm walking really early, I usually listen to Your World Within by Eddie Pinero. It's really, really good. Again, I've been listening to him for years. And lately I've been listening to Mel Robbins and a little bit of Ed Milet. It depends on what I'm looking for. And even Lewis Howes, which I haven't listened to in years, but he had some good guests on lately. So I was talking to him, listening to him rather. I would like to talk to him, but he has Jen Sincero on this week, and I really want to listen to that while I walk today. Like really want to listen to that. And I asked Mel Robbins and Ed Milet and Jesse Lee, aka Boss Lee, to come on this show. So stay tuned, and they might be here. Okay, so what else? So calls with business owners keep me sane. If you are a business owner and you do not have friends that are business owners, go online and find some, because they will be your closest friends that you'll never meet in life. One day you will. But the ones that I have that I'm closest with, I talk to them almost every single day. We have weekly Zoom calls, and we literally keep each other sane. It's nice to have friends that are also entrepreneurs and business owners in different businesses, because you can play off each other's like creativity, or, just see like how your ideas play off like to a consumer, and they play the consumer. Like you just need that in your life. It has kept my sanity at bay. This past year, it was so hard to survive this past year, and those friends like are my ride and die. ride or dies. And the same for them. I would hope they would say that. I think they would. It's just what works for us. Like, we have to hold each other accountable. We have to, like, listen to each other when we're having a shitty day. We have to, give each other high fives when we had, like, a killer day, like the best day in sales or most productive day. Like, we cheer each other on. And you really need a group of positive and uplifting people in your bubble. Even if you don't have a business, just in life, that will really lift you up. That will be there for you, like, truly fucking be there for you. It makes a huge difference. And going into now saving time, money, and energy, especially when it comes to content, you have got to be using this tool called repurpose.io. And I am going to give you an insane example. I've been using this for a couple years now. And basically, you tell your content where to go. So you're not posting on every single damn platform. No one has time for that. I'm going to tell you right now, everything you need to know about it will be in the show notes. But with my code, everything is messy, in caps, all together, one word. The direct link will be in the show notes. It gives you 2 free weeks to try, and then you're going to get 20% off. So you're going to get the same deal I have. I pay $20 a month. That is unheard of. So basically, my funnel that I've created for myself and my brand starts on my TikTok. So if you follow me on Instagram Reels, on Facebook Reels, on YouTube Shorts, and Pinterest, what you're actually seeing is coming from TikTok. But you don't know that because the music is down. I use that to trend with the algorithm, and certain widgets I have on go off. The names of TikTok, like my handle goes away, and there's a lot of like AI sophisticated things that are also involved. But my original videos are coming from TikTok. You never know where your audience is going to be. And this is a prime example. I just started using castor oil because I have this like arthritis situation in my kneecaps. I feel so old. And I was doing all this research on TikTok about castor oil. So I'm like, fuck it, let me go try it. So I got one like super cheap from CVS. It's not even like a really good one, but I have the one saved in my cart that I need. But I need to go to a store here in Vegas that has a couple because I want to compare them before I actually get the Black Jamaican one, because that one's supposed to be the best. It's supposed to be better in a glass bottle and all of that. By the way, I'm going to do a whole episode on castor oil, pros and cons, because the amount of hate and just like, oh my God, the amount of traction I've received on these videos are unreal. So this is the purpose of my story. Repurpose.io took these castor oil videos from my TikTok and put them on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Pinterest, and my business page, Facebook Reels, not my personal professional, my business page. And they went completely viral. I have thousands of new followers. Hundreds of people signed up for my email list, and I'm giving free stuff away for that. Comments are probably almost at like 1,000 between the two videos. The views are, I think they could be over 50,000 on each of them, so it's 100,000 views. The shares, I don't even know, from castor oil. I made a video about castor oil and the side effects, like how I felt, because I felt like shit. I felt like I was doing chemo again. I felt like I had the flu because I used too much. And I have the normal amount of views on my TikTok and my YouTube and my Instagram, like couple hundred up to 500, maybe 600. That's like normal for me. And on Facebook Reels, they're sitting at 50,000 each because I did a follow-up. And all the haters come to play on Facebook. I did a video on my TikTok about that, which obviously now that I'm telling you this, you will see all over. And I feel like people will send you nasty DMs if you're on Instagram. And then on Facebook, they'll all just come to play, like in the comments, the haters. And then on TikTok, it's like the real deal. Like, people keep it real. Like, let's not be an asshole. Let's like keep each other motivated and like help each other out. That's a nice place to play, is TikTok. YouTube is just like a lot of spam, but I haven't really gotten, well, actually I made a video a couple of years ago and I got, sorry, I'm just like moving a little bit. a little bit of hate on. Actually, it was during the pandemic. And, it's just like spam accounts and it's just such bullshit. But it's what you deal with when you're a content creator and things go viral. Hundreds and thousands of people are seeing your shit and they're chiming in. And I always say, thank you for your input, like I mentioned earlier. So anyway, that just goes to show you how good this tool is, because it's increased my followers. And so I have all new followers coming into my positive and uplifting community, minus the haters, who are learning more about me from repurpose.io, because it came from my TikTok video and went to my Facebook. The same thing could have happened vice versa, right? So if you're using a tool like this, it really does make a difference. So if you are creating any kind of content, same thing for like my podcast. If you're listening to the podcast on YouTube, it's coming from my RSS feed. I'm sending it there through repurpose.io. And it's really simple to set up. So if you are looking for any information on that, just check out the show notes. But that is one tool you really, really need to be using, especially if you're creating any kind of content. The next thing I want to share with you is the Microsoft customizable Excel doc. It's only $10 if you need something. Like if you want a visual, you can look at it on the video I've been talking about that I posted earlier on my TikTok, which is obviously everywhere else, YouTube, Instagram. Actually, you probably won't be able to see it because it's 6 or 7 minutes long. So just look on my TikTok or YouTube, you'll see it. But if you need somewhere to put your numbers and stay organized, like at a glance, you need everything in front of you, I would definitely use this Excel spreadsheet. You can't buy it on my Stan Store anymore because I canceled that. I've been canceling so many things I no longer need in my business and using free tools, which is why I share everything with you, because they're free. So again, you're saving time, money, and energy. I'm here to help you do that. I want you to help you grow your brand and grow as a person. Like I want to help you get to that place you want to be at in your life. This is why I'm sharing all of this with you. So I canceled Stan Store. I automated my PayPal. That's free. So now when you buy my book, it'll automatically get sent to you. MailChimp is free. Flowdesk was not. I'm already saving $60 just canceling those two things. When my following gets bigger, if I choose to, switch, I might go back. I might use that. I also want to remind you, because you probably don't know, that September is International Podcast Month. So if you, after this show, liked what you heard, if you've enjoyed any other episode, I would absolutely appreciate it if you could go to Apple Podcasts, even if you didn't listen on Apple Podcasts, and leave a review. And if you screenshot it and tag me online, I will send you a free gift, just because I'm so appreciative. Because creating content takes so long and takes a lot of time, money, and energy, but also I'm doing this for you. I want to create shows that you really enjoy, and I want to bring on more guests that you want to hear from. So if you leave reviews, that's one of the best ways for me to find the information out. So again, the link will be in the show notes for you to do that. But going back to becoming more productive and just getting organized, I think with the new full moon energy, Mercury in retrograde, it's September 1st, take this time over the weekend to figure out how you want to close your year out. How much money do you need? What does your 2024 want to look like? I'm going to do another episode on that maybe in a month or so. But clear out your space, bring out the sage, put some different oils in your diffuser, open the window, get some fresh air, get some lavender going, do things that just make you feel good. Change your sheets, get some new linen spray, do your laundry, make your bed, prepare some delicious, healthy meals that are great for meal prepping. Get a new journal, brain dump, all of these things will just make you feel good. And then when you feel good, you look good. When you feel like you're on the right path and you have more time, you're nice and organized in the morning, you truly do have a productive day. There's so many studies that show if you get up and make your bed, how different the day looks versus somebody that didn't. And I make my bed every day, for the exception of today. On the first of the month, sometimes I just sit in bed and bang out all my work. And then when I'm done, even if it's 4 or 5 at night, I make my fucking bed. And then I'll go back in 3 hours. It's just something that I do. But you need to visualize where you really want to be. And that's why it's really good when you're manifesting and visualizing, is to write all this stuff down in a journal. So if you want to start a new chapter, go to Target or go to CVS, Actually, I'm really upset with Target lately these days because they don't have really good notebook selection. I literally have had every single one that they've come out with. That's how much I write. So CVS is my pride and joy when it comes to, let me actually look at this notebook. What brand? I feel like it's the Blue Sky. No, this is the Day Designer. Is this Blue Sky? No, daydesigner.com. I like it because of the way that the binding is, and it's hardcover front and back, and then the lines, and you could tear out sheets. But right now I'm using one that my friend gave me that is leather bound, and it has a little bookmark thing in it, but I really like the spiral. I'm very picky. So when it comes to like a new chapter, a new week, a new month, a new planner, like it just feels good to start off fresh. So go get yourself some new highlighters, go get some new pencils, like just treat yourself to, like, you can even go to the fucking dollar store to get like some of these things. I go all the time. I love the dollar store. There's a new one by me, so I like to frequent there a lot. Anyway, get new notebooks, get a new planner, get a new journal, and start fresh. I've always done that, and I could tell you, like, I don't even know where these videos are. They live on my TikTok from like years ago, but I, in my storage unit, have hundreds of notebooks. And when I moved, I had to go through them to see like which ones I wanted to keep. Journals, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Journals, notebooks, planners, clients' notes, just so much. Like every project needs a book. I like to keep everything separate. Post-its, highlighters, Sharpies, like all these things, like they are my go-tos when I'm starting something fresh. So if you are looking to start a new month fresh, you need some new ideas, you want to start journaling and manifesting and visualizing, like do all of that, but treat yourself, like get yourself some more time or get yourself a new space so that you feel good doing that. Get yourself some new products. Like there's this brand, I think it's called Jot, J-O-T. Actually, let me look. It might be on my highlighter because they're right next to me, because as I mentioned 10 times, I am in my bed. Yeah, Jot, J-O-T. That's like the dollar store brand, and they're so cute. They're like little pastel highlighters. I love them. Anyway, everything else I have is like Sharpie brand. So the point of me telling you all of that was you just need your own space. You need to get into alignment. You need some new music, some new vibes, some fresh air. Like just the little things make the biggest difference when it comes to having like a nice, positive working space or writing space or just detoxing, chill out space. Like you've got to go to Home Goods and get a cute new pillow or like little things like that. Like they truly do make a difference. And I just wanted to share with you that besides the sales happening at Home Goods and everywhere else this Labor Day weekend, I decided to do one very special for you. So normally my hourly calls are $300, but I just put them on sale for $97. So if you are looking for coaching in the business, LinkedIn, podcast, personal growth, or wellness departments, I've got you covered. My calls are $97. You can start scheduling them right now. It's already available. The links will be in the show notes. And I also did something very special, which I've never done for a new program, is the Realign Project is my brand new personal growth one-on-one coaching experience that you get with me. It's half off only until Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, I'll take these sales down because who wants to take links down at like midnight on a Monday night? I'm not doing that. So I leave them available to until usually like 8 a.m. on the Tuesday, like whenever the sale ends. So Tuesday morning, I think it's like September 5th, like 8 a.m., the sale ends. So if you've been wanting to pick my brain about how to launch a podcast, or you really want to work with me one-on-one so that I can help you get to where you want to be in your business or in your personal life, it's half off. And yes, I do payment plans. So let's just figure it out. Check out the show notes. All the information is there. I also want to share that my book is on sale. It's only $10. And when you sign up to receive my personal emails from me, not my LinkedIn newsletter, but my personal emails, you will get the 10-step productivity and goal achieving guide I created for you for free. It's completely free. And then the castor oil video follow-up show. I'm doing a show. It just makes more sense because I want to have other people chime in, especially experts and holistic healers. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in anything and all things castor oil. I'm definitely going to be doing another show about preparing for the new year and how you close out your year strong. But honestly, this episode and these tools I've created and shared with you, they work and they will help you close out your year strong. So if you need more tips, tricks, and strategies on how to do exactly what you want, let me help you. Let's get on a call. It's only $97. It's a third of the price, less than a third of the price. So just check out the show notes. Again, all the information will be there. And then let me check out my notes, see if there's anything left.